The brutal murders of 4 teenage girls at a frozen yogurt shop in North Austin back in 1991 remain unsolved. Now, a new HBO docuseries hopes to shed new light in this nearly 34-year-old cold cases. The yogurt shop murders premieres this Sunday, August 3rd. Director Margaret Brown joins us now. Margaret, thanks so much for joining us for KVUE News.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Well, these cold cases have led to several projects. What did you discover during your research that stood out to you? Anything new?
I mean, the thing that really drew me to want to make the project was looking at the archival footage from like the early 90s in Austin. I didn't live there. I didn't live in Austin then, and it was so evocative of like a time and place in Austin that's so different than now.
Right.
And I think I was just really taken by the footage, and there was so much footage around the yogurt shop murders and also just of Austin back then that I was really taken with that.
Yeah, and there were so many twists and turns, confessions,
Yes.
convictions.
Yes,
Yet today,
yes.
Margaret, no one is doing time for these murders. So what are your thoughts about this? How can your docuseries maybe perhaps change that?
Well, there's two things really. One is that when series like this come out, people often come forward. I mean, people write me on Instagram all the time, tips, or people reach out to me through friends. So I think that that's one way I think Crime Stoppers is like, if you have a tip, you should call them kind of thing. I know the cold case unit is still, it's an active investigation. So that's one thing. And also like DNA technology is progressing so rapidly. I'm really hopeful there as well.
Thank you for bringing that up. What is the latest on the unknown male DNA sample?
I don't really know. I think that there's just no match.
Still no match. Yeah, waiting for technology to catch up, right? So,
Yes.
Margaret, what else can viewers expect to see in this 4-part docuseries, right?
I mean, there's just some people we talked to that no one else had ever talked to. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a real deep dive and some unexpected things that you haven't seen before.
Oh my goodness, you talked to family members too, right?
Yes, yes.
And what did they have to say? Because there have been so many stories done about their girls. What was their
Right.
reaction when you approached them?
Well, I mean, for me, the part that was sort of what really made this really worthwhile to me to make the series. Because I mean, I knew this was like one of the craziest crimes in Texas history, like unsolved murders. I knew that going in. I have a lot of friends who are reporters, and they were like, if you want to do true crime, you should do that. And so I was interested in it because I saw the archival footage and I knew, and I'd heard the rumors in Austin, people talk about it. So I knew it was something that people were completely obsessed with. But then when I met the families, that was sort of what changed everything for me, because I just felt their pain that was still so present. And I just was like, oh my gosh, I cannot mess this up. Like, and I got more interested in like, how do people deal with unresolved grief? Like it's so different for different people. And I really learned a lot from the families.
Right, there's no closure for these families.
No.
Did they tell you how much hope they have that the killers will be brought to justice with this docuseries?
Well, that's what's so interesting is I think that different people have different feelings about that. And that's something we explore is some people that's really important to them. And some people after 34 years, it's less so. They get closure. Well, closure's again, the wrong word, but they learn to live with it in different ways. Right. So I would say that it's just different. Grief is different for everybody. It was a big takeaway for me and something I really learned from the families.
Margaret, anything else you want to tell viewers?
Just tune in on Sunday nights at 10 on HBO, and you'll learn something that's, I think, really important to the city of Austin.
Yeah, the 4-part docuseries, The Yogurt Shop Murders, premieres this Sunday, like Margaret just said, on HBO at 10 p.m. Margaret Brown, the director, joining us now. We appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.